Alliance is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Live from Rhinelander, this is Up North at 4, a show all about connecting you to the pulse of the Northwoods with Agnes Kozina, Dan Hagan, and Jeff Weller. Up North at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Agnes Kozina and welcome to Up North at 4. Today we will be meeting with the founder from Wild Hearts Farm and we'll be talking about an upcoming fundraiser she'll be having. We'll get to all of that in a bit, but first, here's your top 4 at 4. Another annual tradition took place on Halloween at a different university in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and it started off with a bang. Chemistry students brought science to life by blowing up some pumpkins at Calvin University. Pumpkins were lined up on a table, and then the science of the explosion began. This annual tradition started in 2019 as a creative, hands-on, fun chemistry experiment. This model has phoned home for this year's Halloween festivities. Check it out. For nearly a quarter-century, Heidi Klum has worn elaborate costumes at her annual Halloween bash that draws celebrities, and she did not disappoint this year. Her face was peeking out from the neck beneath an animatronic head that blinked and moved its mouth. Klum's husband also attended the party as E.T. Heidi's look was customized with an outsized wig, a lipstick, and a dress. Today marks the 50th anniversary of this one iconic fictional feline. Today, Hello Kitty turns 50. With her iconic red bow and mouthless charm, Hello Kitty has captivated generations of fans and throughout her years. Worth $80 billion US, her hard work has paid off. Hello Kitty may be small, but her impact on this world is anything but. Aw, well, happy birthday to you, Hello Kitty. Today is a very important day right after Halloween, and we can't forget to celebrate it. Today is the time to celebrate the dead. It's Dia de los Muertos today. This deeply cherished Mexican holiday honors the memories of loved ones who have died. Family members usually set up altars at the gravesides of their loved ones. Favorite foods and drinks of the dead are placed on the altars to welcome their souls back. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us now. Happy Friday, Jeff. What's going on for this weekend's forecast?
All right, some big playoff football games tonight, and no worries. A bit cool in the bleachers, though, with game time temperatures hanging out pretty much in the mid to upper 30s across the area this evening. Check out the temperatures now. It's 41 in Rhinelander, 39 Eagle River. It's cool out there. Average high temperatures mid-40s. Most of us are below that today, but somewhat warmer temperatures are in the 7-day forecast. Across the plains now, some 60s out there. They're going to hold off for us, but overall a warming trend kind of in place for us into the weekend and beyond. That looks like this on paper. So 54 tomorrow, a bit cooler for us on Sunday, but then 62 is holding in the forecast for us on Monday, then a bit cooler for Tuesday, right back up again Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You get the idea, a roller coaster ride of temperatures next 7 days around here. All right, so lots of partly cloudy skies across the region for us today, but I know your eye is going over here, right? Uh-oh, what's that? Well, that is parts of our next weather system, but overall, we're going to keep things mostly dry for us tonight and tomorrow and also probably Saturday before we get a pretty good system across the Midwest once again. That will likely bring us some rain showers on Sunday to Monday, and some of that rain could be locally heavy once again. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies with low temperatures down near 29. I'll have your full forecast at 5 o'clock.
Are you tired of not being able to use your screened porch when the weather isn't cooperating? The Sunspace Porch Enclosure is the answer with 4-track telescoping vinyl glazed window system providing 75% airflow. Leisure City, Highway 51 North Woodruff, Sunspace of Minocqua.
Pat Snyder has compared abortion to genocide and described women who've had them as absolutely disgusting. But it's his record against women's health care that's really ugly. Snyder voted to keep an 1849 law that bans abortion even for rape and incest and punishes doctors and nurses with jail time. Snyder is so extreme that he even voted against guaranteeing access to contraception. Pat Snyder thinks he knows better. He trusts Wisconsin women to make their own health care decisions.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Save on your favorite cleaning supplies from Procter & Gamble. They deliver quality products from brands you can trust like Dawn, Era, and Bounty. Era liquid laundry detergent is just $8.89 after rebate. From smoke and carbon monoxide alarms to fire extinguishers and more. Kidda home safety products keep your family protected in case of emergencies. This direct wire smoke alarm is $21.97 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Next January, one of us will be president. If it's Donald Trump, he will wake up every day and stew over his enemies list. That will help no one. If I am president, I'll be focused on my to-do list for you, the American people. I'll cut costs by cracking down on corporate price gouging, make housing more affordable, lower taxes for middle-class families, and protect Social Security. I will focus on getting things done. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message. Let's get to work.
When Derek Van Orden got physically aggressive with Capitol workers, he said, "I don't give a who you are. I'm a congressman." But Van Orden doesn't care about anyone. The teenage librarian he terrified. The police barricades on January 6th. And in Congress, he doesn't care about you, siding with extremists who'd cut Social Security and kick sick folks off health care. Derek Van Orden doesn't give a Democracy First PAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Here's your choice. Tammy Baldwin wrote the law requiring American infrastructure use American iron and steel.
Eric Hovde invested millions in companies that outsourced Wisconsin jobs.
Tammy's fought for Wisconsin's dairy industry.
Hovde asked why he should even know what's in the Farm Bill.
And Tammy Baldwin wrote the law letting kids stay on their parents' health care till they're 26.
Hovde wants to end the Affordable Care Act.
Tammy Baldwin's the one working for Wisconsin.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Larry is back at Sunspace of Minocqua. We bring the outdoors inside without the bugs, rain, or wind. 3-season rooms fitted with unbreakable telescoping windows. The largest view, custom built to your patio or deck. Leisure City, Highway 51 North, Woodruff, Sunspace of Minocqua.
And we are back at Up North at 4. Today we are joined with Lindsay Wiczek, who is the founder of an almost nonprofit horse organization, Wild Hearts Farm. Thank you, Lindsay, for coming on and joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and we actually went ahead and took a look around your beautiful farm, the horses you have, and we are going to take a look at all of that right now. All right, and we are back at Up North at 4. We are here with Lindsay Wiczek, who is the owner of the Wild Hearts Farm here in Rhinelander. So, Lindsay, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
So, Lindsay, Wild Hearts Farm, right? Or organization, would you say?
Yep, we're just a family farm right now, but we are hoping to move in the direction of a small mission to help horses and donkeys in need, either right here in our community or bringing them in from around the state, from auctions. And so we are ready to share our home and our field and our love and compassion for these animals and just give them a second chance and a soft place to land if needed.
And so this is, you are hoping to obviously turn it maybe into a nonprofit organization down the line. That's your goal.
Absolutely, yep. So we are just beginning stages of figuring all that out and getting everything set up and bringing awareness to our community.
And where did you come up, like what made you want to start this? I know you have, you know, a beautiful, beautiful land and a beautiful farm, but where did you get inspired to maybe start all of this?
Yes, it probably started around 4 years ago, following some horse rescues on Instagram. Okay. And you kind of get sucked in, you kind of start to believe in those people who are doing good and who are right on site at these auctions with hundreds of horses surrounding them that are either in poor condition, they're already injured and sick from all the moving around auction to auction, and so they're right there and you're following. And I started out by donating and buying merchandise and following the stories and following the beautiful before and afters of these horses and donkeys, and it just captured my heart and I wanted to be a part of it. And I started out with my own rescue, and it's evolving, and I just want to be a small part of change.
Oh, I love that. And so you did mention, Lindsay, that also you do a little bit more with the farm besides helping rescue these and take care of the horses and the donkeys. You host like birthday party events. Do you do anything else?
Yeah, we try to, I have a huge heart for kids. I own a dance studio in Minocqua as well. So I have all of those kiddos who love to ask questions and love to hear about the animals. And so that sort of spurred, inviting kids out, all kids out to the farm and enjoying the horses and the ponies and the donkeys. And so we host little camps here and there, and the proceeds all go towards the horses, feeding them, their vet bills, their farrier bills. So it's just a way of helping to support them and share the love of these guys with others. So it's been really fun.
I love that, Lindsay. So we are going to maybe take a look around the farm. We're going to maybe pet the horses, get a little introduction, and then we'll talk more about anything else that you'd like to share with the organization itself and the farm.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, thank you, Lindsay. We are at Wild Hearts Farm with this precious horse. Oh, she's so cute. So what is her name, and how did you find her? How did she come here on the farm, and how is she adapting so far?
Good. She was very tentative. We've had her only for 12 weeks, but it's amazing how long it can take a horse or a donkey to acclimate to something new. As far as I know, she was at the same farm her whole life, so she was very tentative, very nervous, but she's really coming along, and she's just the sweetest girl. So,
for someone that wants to start taking care of horses, doesn't know much, doesn't have experience, what would be like the first step? Where would they start besides, probably finding land and getting a farm?
Sure. Yeah, it takes actually a lot more than one would realize. They're pretty expensive. So with me moving forward with a rescue, it's going to take funding, and it's going to take donations from people who kind of believe in our cause and the mission. And it takes good feed, a good farrier, and a vet that are standing behind you. Land, of course, fresh water, shelter to get out of the cold winters and rain and such. So they're a big undertaking, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Because it's your passion.
Yes.
And I could see that.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you, Lindsay, for that. And we're going to meet the little babies, right?
Yep.